I call out the BS in the fitness industry, and these 100 workouts, well, they weren't 100. They should be worth a 0. Coach Greg, and I'm going old school today. I'm not a doctor. Now, I may not be a doctor, but I do understand how to train, lift weights, and build muscle. Jeff Cavaliere has a 100 series. And so he's making videos for each body part explaining exactly what you shouldn't do in the gym. It's dangerous, and so we're going to talk about it today. And today's edition is the 100 shoulder workout. And so what he says to do is you do 5 sets of shoulders, resting 3 to 5 minutes between each set. The first set, without warming up or anything, you just walk in the gym, grab a weight, and fail at 12 reps. And so what do I think of that? I think this is ridiculous. What coach tells you to go in without warming up and reaching failure 12 reps? That is not very light, and it could lead to injury. And so if you do try to perform this workout, please, by all means, do at least 1 or 2 effective warm-up sets before even starting this program. This is dangerous, and people need to speak out about it. And so the gist of it for the simple minds, the morons out there, is you fail at 12 reps, then you rest for 15 seconds, then you keep going to failure over and over and over again. And the reason for that is Jeff, he wants you to train near failure, going all out, training harder than last time for 20 effective reps, pretty much in a row. And although that sounds good, hey, I'm getting 20 really hard reps, all in one set. That's gonna build more muscle. But the problem is, research does not support this. Think of it, the vast majority says we need to train within 3 reps of failure in order to create muscle hypertrophy, at least after you get out of the beginner stages. But what we also know is that training to failure and or beyond creates a lot of stress on the body and can leave you sore for days. Very hard to recover from, and so it's very easy to overtrain when training past failure. And so any workout where you're pushing yourself past failure and beyond, that has to be saved for intermediate to advanced lifters. None of this is stated by Jeff in this video. But what he does say is, this is the best workout you'll ever do. And am I against training to failure or beyond? No, of course not. I train to failure and beyond all the time. However, I'm an advanced level trainer. And I can tell you this is so hard, so grueling, so intense that I would be foolish to try it myself. I'm 47 years old, been training for over 3 decades, and even I would not attempt this workout. Why? Because it's too hard and would lead to less muscle development than if I trained differently. And so really think of it. You get to 12 reps, you stop, you haven't warmed up, and now you have to do 20 effective reps. You do a couple more reps of shoulder presses or side laterals or whatever, and then you have to put the weight down yet again. Perhaps you got 2, 3, maybe even 4 reps. You have to rest 15 seconds and repeat. And at some point, you can only get 1 rep, you rest 15 seconds and do 1 more. And so there's a difference between training hard and training smart. Muscles do not primarily grow from doing sets of 3 minutes or longer. And so what we know in research, and you can ask Mike Israetel, is that you don't need to reach this much cumulative fatigue to get gains. Think of it. Doing 5 sets to failure with 20 reps beyond failure, perhaps you're reaching failure 7, 8, 9 times during one single exercise. And so at any given workout, you could quite literally be reaching failure 40 or more times for one single body part. Not only that, we all know we all have individual differences, individual needs. And so why should everyone be performing 20 effective reps? Why doesn't he say, hey everyone, beginners, this is what you do. You start out with 5 effective reps. Do a set of 12 reps, stop, and get 5 effective reps. Then move on to the next exercise. Intermediates, you guys, you're more advanced. You can do 10 effective reps. Advanced trainers, you guys have been here longer than last time. You can start with 15. Then, after every week, add 1 more effective rep. Perhaps you got 5 effective reps this week. Next week, try for 6. Week after 7. Work your way up over time to 10. Then take a deload. After all, this is super intense training. And so if you continue to train this way, you're simply doing too much. You can't recover. You won't make the gains that you're looking for. And so go into the comments section. The 100 chest was insane. My workout went from a little over an hour to 35 minutes, and it was brutal. My chest got an insane pump though. Well, of course it got an insane pump. The sets are lasting for over 3 minutes. You want an insane pump? Hey, go on your knees and do push-ups for 5 minutes. Try it. Time under tension, Tut, yes, it's important, but doesn't mean you need to abuse it and do exercises that last for 3 to 5 minutes. Sean Wickham, I've read studies on how getting that failure isn't as vital as people think. For example, if I leave 2 to 3 reps in the tank and add another set with a mild amount of rest, am I getting more out of it because I've completed more of all reps? And so he makes a great point. You don't have to train this hard to make gains. There is a point of no returns. What happens if Jeff Cavaliere comes up with a new workout and calls it the 100 workout part 2? Pick your favorite exercise for any given body part, let's say squats for legs, do a set of 12 to failure, rest, pause, and do 100 effective reps. Just go in there. Go in, put 225 on the bar, get 12 reps, can't do any more, rest 15 seconds, repeat till you get 100. Is that not going to be hard? Would that be a better workout than doing 5 sets of 10 to 15 with 2 to 3 minutes rest between sets, going to within 3 reps of failure? I don't think so. For the vast majority of people, they're going to get more results. It's going to be better mentally and physically for them to do 5 sets of 10 to 15 with 2-3 minutes rest than it is to do 1 set of 100, all being effective reps. And there's nothing wrong with the exercises selected. All of you can do these. However, you don't need 20 effective reps. And so if you really want to do this workout, you really like Jeff that much, and you just want to try something different, why are we starting with 20 effective reps? The first time you try this, rather than doing 20 effective reps, do 10. My chest was sore for about 4 days. Not something you want. You want to progressive overload. And so if you want to try this workout, something new, something that gets you psyched up, then try it. But do 10 effective reps. More than enough. If you get through that workout and you're not incredibly sore the next day, then the next time you go in the gym, do more. Progressive overload. Try 11, perhaps 12, but don't start with 20. If you start with 20, where are you going to go from there? You've done 20 effective reps right away your first workout. Where do you go from there?
Here we do a static hold lateral raise. So your first repetition, you're going to lift the weight up, but now hold it in this top position for 5 seconds.
And consider holding for 5 seconds the side laterals. That's going to dramatically increase the intensity. And so as if 20 effective reps isn't enough, pausing at the top for 5 seconds on all of those effective reps, to me, that is just too much.
You're having to sustain your time under tension in this contracted position of the rear delts for longer in order to complete that overhead press up and then back down.
And as far as face pulls go, you don't need to pull back and reach up. Simply pull back and hold it there. Adding in a press above the head, that is not important. Pause that weight in that position and slowly lower the weight back. And remember, you're trying to do the eccentric slower than the concentric. Preferably a 2-second count on the way down, 1 second on the way up. That will effectively allow you to train without getting injured. And so I'm not saying you can't use the rest pause technique, but if you abuse it the way Jeff is doing right here, well, that is going to lead to some serious injuries, overtraining, and people not getting the gains that you need. Doesn't mean you can't use them, but please use them effectively. AKA, he made a video talking about effective reps. Well, why don't we make effective workouts? Doing 20 effective reps for every set, it's too much. Try 5 or 10, that is enough. See how you feel and progress overload from there. Hope you enjoyed the video. Ending it here. Remember, Seco Bars back in stock. Use code Greg, gives you 10% off. Also, the Circle Diet Book, Training Book, the cookbook in the corner, all the harder than last time supplements, so many. Creatine, protein powder, pre-workouts, non-stim and stim, G-Focus, G-Shred, G-Wiz. Oh my goodness, I can't even name them all. I might have listed half of them. Click the link in the description, see what we got. Subscribe, click the bell button, comment for the algorithm, watch the bloops, and until next time, I am out.